Okay, so let's do some animation. Caveat I'll put on this is I'm not an animator, and the other one is that Max 2018, I don't know if it's just my copy of it, but it seems to be really buggy when you start trying to animate. It crashes a lot, so make sure you're saved before you start doing any of this. What I want to do is want to create just a simple animation, and what I want to do is I want the wings to fold in as it rotates, and it does like a 360 degree roll, and then at the end of the roll the wings come back out. So essentially it just does this kind of barrel roll thing. It's really just to demonstrate how simple it is to get this stuff working if it's not crashing. So there's a few things I'm going to set up. I've got a time configuration set up here of 0 to 30 frames. It defaults I think at 100. You can change that in here, so I could have this at like 100 frames if I wanted, and then it would show 100 frames. But I'm going to try and get this done essentially in 30 frames, so like something that would happen in a second. If I start with the wings, then I'm going to take this wing. If I hit auto key, then move 15 frames, and then rotate this. In fact, I'm going to use my angle snap. So let's say 60. I do the same with this one. Then we get an animation where, so if I get back out to 30, I could copy the frame, but I think I'll just back to 0. Yep. Back to 60, and then I have that. So in 30 frames, if I play it, let's set this back to 30. If I play it, just doing that. Okay, so the next part is I'm going to rotate this. So, and I get to 15 frames, and I'm going to want to have rotated this 180 degrees at 30 frames. I will have once I've come all the way around to 180. That's basically our animation. So the idea being that you would, most of the time it'd be like this, and then as you do a barrel roll, it would do this. And maybe if you're going the other way, it would do that. So you could ping pong it. There you go. So I'm going to switch the auto key off. I'm just going to quickly save just because this is buggy. And what we want to do is we now want to export that out. So all of it selected, well, just to make sure. File, export selected. So I'm going to save that as an FBX, which is the format that's recommended for Unity. So I'm just going to call this ship. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to have smooth groups on, and tangents and binormals, and under animation, so it will look like this. Under animation, make sure animation's switched on, and that we want from frame 0 to 30, and we want every step, and it should be okay that you don't need to resample all of it, but if you have any problems with it you can. Let's just do that, and then hit OK, and that's it, it's exported. So the next stage will be to look at setting it up in Unity.